Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal? It's your boy Who is Hendo. And we back talking sports. Um, this one gonna shock a lot of people. I've been holding this in for a long time, bro. I know I say Michael Jordan is the GOAT and everything like that. I know I say it, and he is. But listen, Kobe Bryant is my Michael Jordan, bro. I got to watch 98 Jordan. Remind you, I'm not that old. You know what I'm saying? I'm an old head to some, but I'm not that old. You feel me? I got to see 98 Jordan, and that was crazy. But that wasn't. But then as I got older, I went back and got to see 80s Jordan, which is my favorite Jordan. I know he didn't win all the titles and everything like that, but he was a menace. The best two-way player, even maybe slightly better than Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Defensively, than anybody I ever seen. And then athleticism, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy. But listen, Jordan was godlike. Jordan was godlike. Don't get me wrong. But Kobe had tougher competition, bro. He did. He did though, man. And I can't argue Kobe over Jordan, resume wise, ring wise. Eye test, I can argue. You feel me? Skill, I think Kobe Bryant was more skilled than Mike. But Michael Jordan is the GOAT. 6-0 in the finals, highest points per game, highest PER, like highest points per game in the playoffs and in the finals and in the regular season. Tied with Wilt Chamberlain. People don't like to mention that. He's tied with Wilt Chamberlain for the highest points per game average. We have to start mentioning that, bro, and give Wilt his love too. But listen, Kobe Bryant is my Michael Jordan. So I kind of try to take Mike out of it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want Kobe versus Mike because it's clearly like Mike is the greatest of all time. But skill, I think Kobe Bryant is the most skilled player I ever saw in my entire life. Ever. Scoring wise, I think Kobe is right there with Jordan. Right there. 1A, 1B. Pick and choose who you want. Who you want. Pick and choose. Kobe Bryant, though, in my opinion, faced tougher defenses. He faced tougher competition. You got to remember, Kobe had to go against so many prime guards, bro. So many prime guards, so many great defenders. Tony Allen. He had to go against Bruce Bowen. He had to go against Rajah Bell. He had to go against later on people like Kawhi Leonard. You know what I'm saying? Young Draymond. You know what I'm saying? Dikembe Mutombo. When he was going in the hole, he had to deal with shot blockers like Dikembe Mutombo. He had to deal with Alonzo Mourning. You feel me? When Shaq left, you feel me? He still had to deal with Shaq. You know what I'm saying? Tim Duncan, David Robinson. And when it comes to competition, like among his peers, like shooting guards, you had AI, you had Wade, you had T Mac, you had Ray Allen, man, you had Manu. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was a six man, Manu was one of the best shooting guards, one of the top 10 shooting guards. You feel me? And listen, when it comes to arguing Kobe being the GOAT or Kobe being top five or Kobe against somebody, the argument, bro, for Kobe fans don't really care about stats, bro. Let me tell you something. Kobe fans don't really care about stats, bro. We don't. We don't because we know how they look. We know about Kobe's career. Kobe, when he first came, he didn't start his first year. He didn't start his second year, which hampered his stats. He didn't start to his third year. So that messes up his stats. Then in 2012, he fucked his Achilles up. And the last 3 years, his points per game went down, down, and down. But during his prime, he averaged around 28 points per game. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Um, the inefficient thing, bro. The inefficient thing. Hold on. The inefficient thing, bro. When people say Kobe is inefficient, Kobe's this. But they don't say that about James Harden, who shoots the same percentage as Kobe in an easier era to score. Let me tell you why so many players from the 2000s field goal percentage was so low. It's the slowest paced era, and it was the most defensive era. I love Jordan and everything, but listen, the 2000s was the toughest defensive era. I know some of y'all gonna disagree with me, but you got to think about this: the illegal defense in the 90s, they couldn't double team Jordan. I'm not trying to be on that, but they couldn't. You feel me? Now, I'm not saying today's game is harder. They don't play defense today. Like I said, Kobe would average 40. Mike would average about 45, 40. You feel me? Kobe and Mike would average 40 in this league. Easy. You got Shea Gild, no disrespect to Shea Gildress, but you got Shea Gildress averaging 32, 33. You got 44 players averaging 20 points per game, bro. Kobe and Mike would go dumb. But Kobe is my GOAT, bro. Like, outside of Jordan, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't get to see 80s Jordan, I don't feel like sometimes I'm not qualified to really say that Kobe is better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just from the eye test, like resume, like Kobe can't really stack up. You know what I'm saying? And that has to do with him, you know what I'm saying, the Colorado stuff, the media not liking him. Kobe should have at least 4 MVPs. You know what I'm saying? We all know this. He should have tied Mike, but the Chris Paul trade, they didn't want him, you know what I'm saying? They didn't want to do that. They vetoed that. It's a lot of stuff that held Kobe back, bro, from winning chips, bro. Now the 2011 year did hurt him because they got swept by the Mavs and everything like that. But the Mavs went on a historic run, so you can't even be mad at that. I will say this. I was mad at Kobe for the 2004 finals. I didn't watch a Kobe game or Kobe highlight for about 6 months. I was pissed at Kobe. But I was happy because my Pistons won a championship. And the parade was out here going crazy. They thought I was Tayshaun Prince's son. Story time coming soon. Story time coming soon. I got some great NBA stories when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Being a Pistons fan. But yeah, Kobe Bryant is my Michael Jordan. He is my Michael Jordan. The 2000s Michael Jordan. Yeah. Like Kobe came into the league confident. He came into the league a dog. But you gotta remember when LeBron, Melo, Wade, and them came, that was around the first time we seen young guys get the mantle or get, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you had Larry, you had Jordan and everything, you know what I'm saying? But I'm seeing like a teenager coming from high school and stuff like that. Like they wasn't giving him the rings like that, especially with Eddie Jones being an all-star and, you know what I'm saying, all defense player. Even though Kobe was better than Eddie Jones, when he was better than Eddie Jones by the second season. He still had to earn his way. He had to earn his shit. You feel me? So when people talk stats and everything like that, You got to put context into Kobe's career because Kobe essentially played 16 full seasons, bro, as a starter. You know what I'm saying? No, 18 full seasons as a starter. You know what I'm saying? He didn't start his first 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And then, they like to mention, oh, well, he has the most missed shots ever. Bro, okay, so what does that mean? That mean he wasn't scared to take that shot, bro. He wasn't scared to take the shot. That does not hurt Kobe's legacy for me or none of the other people. And did y'all know that Kobe is one of the 3 players, him, Tim Duncan, and Steph, to win multiple championships without a top 75 player? Kobe leads clutch stats 2369, 2,369 clutch points. 8 buzzer beaters. That's the most. That's tied with Joe Johnson and Michael Jordan, I believe. 12 all-team defenses. People like to talk about, defensive BPM, defensive win shares. I go with the eye test, especially with defense. You can give because did y'all know that Ray Allen has a higher defensive rating all time? Not defensive rating, defensive win shares than Ron Artest all time. That shows you that defensive win shares and stuff, that shit is flawed, bro. I'm sorry. And then they try to act like Kobe got carried by Shaq, bro. When that is not the case at all. Shaq was going against Ty McCullough, Dikembe Mutombo, and Rick Smits in the in those finals matches. Kobe was going against Reggie Miller. Yes, Reggie Miller, Vince Carter, and AI. Now you tell me who had the tougher task to guard or the tougher task to go against. I'll wait. Kobe was dominating in the Western playoffs, and then he would give the reins up to Shaq. But against the Spurs, Kobe always dominated the Spurs, bro. In that 03 series, Shaq the reason why they lost. Kobe averaged more points and assists than Shaq in that series. In the game 7, game 7 versus Portland, where Kobe had 25, 11, and 7. Shaq was terrible that game until y'all see that last little 5 minutes or that last little fourth quarter. And then you see the most iconic Kobe and Shaq play where he throw the lob and then Shaq dunk. Shaq wasn't having a good game. Sabonis was D'ing him up. Rashid was D'ing him up. But they don't want to tell you that, though. You know Kobe gets a lot of disrespect, but I don't even care no more, bro. I'm not even responding to Kobe slander no more, bro. Just for the simple fact that y'all just, you know what I'm saying, it's just going to be people that hate Kobe. And that's okay because we are the real Kobe fans and people that watched him play know how great he was, bro. That's why I don't listen to you if you don't have Kobe in your top 10. Don't even say a word to me. Really top 5. But I got a reserve for people like my boy Aaron, who got him, you know what I'm saying? He got him in his top 10. But if you don't, you know what I'm saying? I got to reserve that for my boy Aaron because he's, you know what I'm saying, older. So, you know what I'm saying? He's seen, you know what I'm saying, more of basketball. But if you're around my age, bro, 2000s, 90s, there's no way you saying that Kobe ain't in your top 5, bro. Because there was not 5 better players than Kobe, especially in that era. Yeah, man, Kobe, to me, is my Michael Jordan. He's the second greatest of all time. But if I'm taking Mike out because I did not really see his whole career, then he's my GOAT. This been Who Is Hendo with a video. I had to make this video, man. Kobe Bryant is my Michael Jordan. I'm out.